Good. It's more Fobia today. Yeah, I changed my wallpaper because I got sick of seeing Dinfna duel. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just cover that up. That's my best. Because it's gonna be. Hope they fix the game though, because it's got problems.
It's a daredevil.
Alright, let's see what we can do here. Get a little further in the game. Yeah, I took the day off. I had such a massive headache last night. I was like, yeah, I don't feel good. Make sure I get a long rest tonight. Go back to work fully charged. Yeah, my head was thumping last night. What do we got here? So I don't know what the crowbar. What's the crowbar is used for? Besides the one thing, unless that's all it's used for. Fobia. Let's go back here. Let's go into the list of shit. Key card. Bitch. Barclays. Dental house. Okay, key to sell the house. The ball and coin puzzle. Okay. Start with the casket and administration. So what did I miss from the administration? Let's see. Okay. Casket. Said there'd be oh, with the casket. Is that what they mean by the casket? This thing? Who said there will be an upgraded block? Open the box. It doesn't even tell you how to get the code. I have no idea how to do this. I don't know where the code came from. coin, I think. No, there. Coin goes. That's where the coin goes. Really? Go down and says shoot the bull in Christopher's hand. You gotta shoot the bull. Oh my god, I would have never figured that out. Hey. I would have never figured out to shoot the bull with a fucking chalice. My god. It's like there's nothing in the game lets you shoot like that. It's just weird. Yeah. Some of this stuff I would have never figured out. Like, no way. No fucking way. So that's what it was. I opened that wall. Yeah, I would have never figured that out. Yeah, I would have never figured this shit out. Let's open the soup. I'd open the drawer in the library. Yeah, I'll puzzle over to get the. Still, there's still a couple things I haven't unlocked yet. I said I would have never thought to shoot the chalice out of his hand. Because I've shot stuff before in the game and nothing works, so I didn't assume the chalice would work. I think everything's done in here. One thing that's not finished, there's like two there's a library thing that needs to be unlocked. I think that's it. I think there's something in the library that needs to be unlocked. That's it. There's like one or two chests that have been opened that didn't work completely. I can finally move on to the next area. I don't know where this document goes. Let's see. Fobia. Open the safe and library and get the module. What is the code? No, it's not a code. see what I found here. Oh, walk through. So. Hmm. What? I'm going through the list right now. Things. Nothing the door. Get that already. Doesn't tell me anything about the. There's a thing. There's a thing in the. There's a chest. Not a chest, like a little lockbox in the library. Let's see. There's a key. I'm trying to find it. Uh, where did you get that metal key? Where did you get that metal key? Trying to figure out where I got this key from. There's another metal key somewhere. What? It's in the drawer. I didn't see it. That's where it is. Okay. That thing was, I guess, really small. I couldn't see it. You really have to pay attention to some of these details in this game. It's very subtle. I wouldn't have missed that if I had that key. I don't know where the document goes. The typewriter. What goes in the typewriter? So I got a document and the typewriter left in there too. That was so fucking, like, you have to really look. That makes sense. Alright. I think that's all the chests here. I got everything in there. I didn't see it in there. Like I said, I looked, but I didn't see it. I think everything's down here. So, document. Fobia. Hidden document Easter egg. Hidden Easter egg. Yes, it's the. I guess the oh, it's cryptic. You have to know how to decipher it. Let's see. Encryption. So encryption document. Encryption. Yeah. Documents. Yes, and it just. What's up, Sora? How you doing? I'm just trying to figure something out. Discussions. Notes. Can't search discussions. Second. How you doing? How you doing, Sora? Trying to figure out this document, like what you're supposed to do with it. Fobia. Encryption. I'll just solve the problem. When you get to the encrypted means you need to put something inside the test. Solve the puzzle. Crypto puzzle. Well, okay, no problem. And I like, I'm not missing too much. Is that what that's for? It's on the first floor. Maybe that's what that thingy, little typewriter thing is for. Man, it didn't look like he put gears in there. I didn't even notice that. I was like, oh wow, I didn't. It looked like you were supposed to put something. I guess. Okay, so that's for the document. So okay, that makes sense. But yeah, some stuff I wasn't sure. Yeah, so this thing. Oh, those go in there. I never knew those went in there. Never known that. Some numbered paragraphs. I would have known that. Forgets this. Apparently the numbers are in here. Even though it's 271. Again, some of this shit I would have never figured out. I would have been nothing but. I would have never known this. That's all it was for. Just a little document. Nothing else. I didn't know that's what those gears were for. They didn't even look like they slotted in there. Never known those little things go in there. I was like, wow. I was looking at them from they would need to be turned on their sides. They go in the crevice for each slot. I didn't know that. Oh well. Oh well, it's done. I think that's everything. I think I've gotten every little thing in here done. Everything's finished. I don't know of any other saves I haven't opened. I think I've gotten everything. I think. Can't think of anything else that I've missed. This crowbar opens something that could be. Crowbar. Yeah, the crowbar is only used. Crowbar is gone. You don't need to use the crowbar. See, I wish it would. He needs to mark it correctly because some of these items they don't tell you whether they're usable or not, or no longer usable, which is kind of a problem. Some of them, like the pliers, don't tell you either. These two don't tell you. Like these, that tells you, but this one doesn't. So that's confusing. Yeah, I think that's everything. Ready to go. Ready to go in the last area. Let's see if the save file works. If it doesn't work still, I'm going to have to wait because I've done everything in here that I can think of. I don't think I missed anything. I've done everything this game has told me to do. Yeah, some of this shit I would have never figured out. It's way too cryptic. So, a couple of them I could have, but there are some I would have never figured out. Because some of them don't even tell you where you get the code from. It's like, oh, this is the code. I'm like, where did you get it? It's like, they don't tell you. I'm like, well, that doesn't help me if you don't tell me how to obtain it. And some is like, well, you need to read a couple of different documents in the past, and those will make the code up. It's like, how would I know that? You know, it's just a lot of cryptic shit. So, definitely not very well explained. So, let me save. Then we can proceed with the rest of the game. The rest should take me like 2 hours, so I should be done. Let's see what happens. If the key doesn't load, then I have to wait till the save file gets patch released, because, yeah, I've done everything. There's nothing I'm missing. I'm pretty sure of that. I can't think of anything else that I'm missing. Gotten every secret, I think, every document. All the items have been used. Nope. Still broken. Nope. Doesn't work. I'm missing something else. Yeah, it's still broken. So the fucking game's broken. They gotta fix this. So apparently I'm missing something else. Oh, the game thinks I'm missing something else. So, yeah, I've done everything here. Yeah, I've done everything. Yeah, I think the game's broken. Yeah. I honestly thought it would unlock the save, but that guy wouldn't say, "Oh, you need to do everything in the game in a full." No, that's not true. The game is still broken unless there's a chest or something I missed. Unless there's something I missed, which I don't think I did. I'm gonna double check. I'm pretty sure I've done everything. I don't think there's anything left. You know, I remember possibly one safe maybe I didn't do, or one combination I didn't do. But let me look through everything again. I might have missed one safe, maybe one. If that's what's keeping me from unlocking it, then I could go fix that. It's pretty frustrating. It's done here. Everything in this room. Well, can't finish this. I'll just have to wait for the patch. And I can finish the game, but yeah, I've been running through hoops like crazy on this game, trying to get to finish it. He needs to fix these problems. Like, you can't. The game can be fundamentally broken, because then you can't finish it. I'm trying to see if there's another chest that I missed somewhere. Oh, what's up, comic? Oh, my apologies. Thanks for pointing that out, dude. I'm playing Phobia. I'm trying to beat the game, but it has a game-breaking glitch that I cannot seem to get past. But thanks for pointing that out. I didn't realize it wasn't set to Phobia. My apologies. No, it's a game. It's a good game. It's basically like a Resident Evil 7 type game, but it's got horrible bugs. Like, basically, there's a game-breaking bug in the game where you get to the last level, you cannot proceed. Literally, it gives you the wrong item in your inventory it is crucial to beating the level. It literally, I was like, how could you fuck that up? It completely gives you the wrong item, and you can't use it. So I'm like, oh good, I can't finish the fucking level. Oh well, game's broken. It's a glitch, and they said the only way to fix it is either you load the file, I guess by sheer luck it loads, or you have to complete the entire game before that perfectly with all the secrets unlocked. Which I'm doing right now, and it's still not working. And I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. I've done like almost everything in this goddamn game, and it's still telling me that it gives me the stupid wrong item. And I'm just like, oh god, this is so frustrating. Like, I like this game. It's just, it's got bad bugs. Yeah, it is. It is. You can't beat the game. You literally cannot beat the game. It's impossible. The devs know about it too. The devs are aware of it. That they know people are having this issue, and it's like they're trying to fix it. Like, they're gonna release a patch. I don't know when. It's a really small team. There's only like 8 people working on this game. So I'm basically just I'm more than likely gonna have to wait. I have no choice. Like I said, I can't beat it. I'm trying to find if I missed any chests or anything. I don't think I have. going through everything. I used all the items. Um, like I said, when I load the file, it still gives me the error. So I don't know what else to do. Like I said, I've been playing this game for like 12 hours, and it's like I cannot beat it. I'm just like, this is frustrating. Yeah, I don't know what they did. I think that the testers did not test it very well. It's like you guys really didn't pay attention to details. Like, so crucial to destroying the game. And it's like, how could you, like, that's such an oversight. But I've been okay. Just playing this, that's about it. Not really much else. This and Genshin. That's about it. I've been playing Zombie Army 4 with all the DLC, but taking a break from that right now. This game is so fucking long. Like, I've already beaten the base game like 3 times. I'm like, okay, I want to just get to the DLC, but you have to beat the game to get to the DLC since I'm on Steam now. It was my old file for Epic Store. So, and it's not compatible with the Steam version, so I'm like, well, I have to start over. So I was like, I wanted to just jump right into the DLC and not worry about the base game because I've already played it. That would have been more. I would have liked that more, but since I'm playing the base game over again, I'm like, I already know how to beat this game. I don't need to, but I have to. I have no choice. So it's kind of like dragging on because I've already done it. But yeah, that's about it, dude. I know we haven't talked in a while. Hope you're doing okay. Nothing really exciting here, just work, man. Wish I could tell you more than that. Just work. So, boring life of an adult. Just work, work, and more work. I opened all the damn. I think I opened everything. Yeah. Wish I could tell you more than that. No, it doesn't sound too thrilling. I don't really see too many people on here anymore. Do people visit me anymore? It's been less and less and less the more I've been playing. A lot of people just seem to not be on screen anymore. So, it's kind of lonely. But I understand. People just move on. That's just part of life. People, find their own things to do, or they get tired of it. Like, I remember used to see you and Osaka a lot, but Osaka barely comes on anymore. He said he's been kind of just getting away from games. Nothing's really been exciting him or nothing. I understand how he feels. I understand how a lot of people feel. A lot of stuff nowadays is not very exciting. It's not. I don't like a lot of the games nowadays. I think they're trash. I think a lot of movies are trash. Like, a lot of stuff is just not very exciting anymore. It's once in a while I get an exciting moment. But there's like, a lot of it is just like, man, this shit sucks, man. Yeah, I actually dropped DNF Duel. I'm concerned with that game in a lot of ways. I don't think that game is going to shape up very well if they don't change things. There's a lot of things I don't like about it. There's things I do like about it, but there's a lot of things I don't like about it. Particularly, obviously the Infinites need to go. That shit needs to fucking go. Because if they don't patch out the infinites, everybody's just going to be playing like that online. You're just going to see everybody getting infinite all day. And I'm just like, okay, I don't like this. And it was concerning to me. Secondly, I'll be honest, I don't like the air mobility in the game. I think the air mobility in the game is really bad. I think the air mobility in the game is very concerning. I think jumping in the air in that game feels very, very awful. It just feels like, look at me, free hits for a lot of characters. So I think the mobility in the air needs work. Also, I don't like the fact that alpha counter is fucking shit. It's one of the worst mechanics in the game. I think that mechanic is complete garbage. It's like, it costs too much, it's not very useful, and I think it needs more. Like, I think defense in that game is very lacking. There's too many ways to get, like, infinite, like, pressure, and you're just like, yeah, the guard cancel's fucking shit. It's one of the worst mechanics in the game. I think that thing is complete garbage. I said, but in my opinion, it's the worst mechanic in the game. One of the worst, if the worst. It just feels so. It feels so like it's just there. Like, it doesn't do shit. It's basically like, oh look, it's an expensive get the fuck off you move that has minimal usage. It's like people know you're gonna do it, so it's just one of those things of, okay, and some characters can just range you to death with block pressure. Like, literally, they've already proven there's block strings in the game that you can get infinite block pressured and it escapes the guard cancel. So it's like, oh look, I'm just gonna waste my meter and get hit, because totally that makes sense. So that kind of shit needs to change. I think conversion cancel, I like the concept, but it doesn't feel right in some ways. I don't like the fact that, one, you ever notice like every conversion move, like a Roman cancel in all the new games, why do they all have slowdown effects? Why do they all have slowdown effects? Like, that seems like Strive created that thing, like, or Exert, like, everybody has slow, like, what is up with that slowdown? Like, why do you have that? Like, I think it ruins the flow of the game when you do it, because it's like, hold on, here comes the pause button. That's what feel like. Melty Blood does it, Strive does it, fucking Exert did it, and it's like, it's all the time. It's like, oh my god, please stop doing that. I think it ruins the pacing. Like, because it just stops flow. And it's like, okay, hold on, time out, better, like, I could legit seeing someone, like, doing that, like, I don't know, I don't like that. I don't like that. I like it just be quick, you know? Also, I don't like the fact that when you conversion cancel, there's a delay. I don't know if you noticed that when you conversion cancel, there's a delay in recovery. You have recovery on the conversion cancel, which is like, why? It's a Roman cancel. You should have instant recovery. You should not be stuck in, like, if you do it in the air. I don't know. You ever noticed that? Have you ever tried that? Like, do a conversion cancel in the air? You kind of do this, like, little crouch animation in the air, and then you can't do anything for a moment, and then you move. And I'm like, well, why? Why can't you just instantly move? Again, it just, these weird oddities that don't make any sense. It just doesn't feel right. Also, the role, I like the role. You know what I wish there was? I wish there was a defensive role, like guard cancel role. Like when someone's pressuring you and you guard cancel roll to get out of something. Not cost 100 though. I think 100 is way too expensive for evasion measures. I think that shit's way overpriced. It should not cost you that much to get out of pressure. That's a fucking lot. That is the most expensive move in the entire game. There's no move that costs that much in the game. Which, again, why is it so highly priced? It doesn't... It's not like it's an, oh my fucking god, fucking burst hits the whole screen or something like that. It's nothing like that. But it costs way too much for how little it does. Yeah, it feels like some stuff just feels off. Like, it feels off. Like, the roll and the recovery and the roll does feel off. It doesn't feel like snappy, like KOF roll, or like even Nitro Plus roll. Nitro Plus roll feels way better than that game's roll. Like it has this like it's the startup's not bad, but the ending recovery feels a little off. But yeah, there's things in the game that it's like you guys gotta fix this shit. Like it's not bad, but it's not great. Like, I'll be honest, I don't... Also, I hate the way people play the game, because everybody's just a potato when they play. But at the same time, it encourages you to play like a potato. Which I don't like. I feel like when... Like, my playstyle in that game doesn't feel very meaningful. Because everything I do is pointless to do when you can just do the one-trick pony shit. Because the one-trick pony shit carries you in the game. You ever notice like low level players, they just do the highest damage combo and it carries them. It literally carries them the whole fucking way. And I look at that and I'll be honest, it pisses me off. I look at that as like, what's the point of me trying to play above average, actually learn how to play the game when you reward these people more so than reward me? So I feel like, what's the point? Why am I trying? Why am I even trying to think? Because thinking seems stupid in this game. That's what I don't like. So that kind of pisses me off. Like, I use Enchantress, dude. Like, believe it, I dropped Striker. I got sick of Striker's hunger, man. I like Striker's playstyle. I just hate how unga she is. She's such a potato, man. I was like, fuck, man. I thought she was going to be like Jam. And like, oh man, it's Jam 2.0, but, Jam took skill to use. Jam actually was fun to use, and she was high risk, high reward. This character's like low as fuck risk, high ass reward. And it's like, oh my god, I hate this. And like, fuck that dive kick. Fuck that dive kick into the ground. Like, I hate Striker's dive kick. Like, I wish they would remove that move from the game. That's how much I hate it. It is such a potato move. Because that's all fucking Strikers do. Is they just dive kick. They just dive kick spam. Because they know it's like, look, I'm safe. I'm just gonna dive kick. I'm just like, this is so dumb. At least Jam's dive kick took more skill to use. Because one, it wasn't safe on it wasn't a combo starter, because Striker's dive kick is a combo starter. Jam's dive kick is not a combo starter. You have to spend Roman cancel. You have to Roman cancel, spend 50% of your meter to start the combo, which is fine. I'm like, that's okay. I'm okay with that. If it's just a little poke hit and it's just to kind of poke at you, just to kind of get you a little nervous, that's fine. I don't mind that. Like, you do the dive kick and it's like, okay, cool. Okay, I hit you. You got a few hits in. Okay. But it kind of keeps you on edge because I'm pressuring you, and I don't mind that. You can still do something. But Striker is like, oh, I landed the dive kick. Here comes fucking half your life gone. And it just seems like everybody does that. I'm like, this is so boring. It's so fucking boring to the point where I don't even want to play. That's how upset I got using Striker, man. I was just like, fuck this character. Yeah. It also autocorrect. Fuck autocorrect. Oh my god, I'm so sick of autocorrect in fighting games. Basically, it doesn't matter what way you're facing, you can hit buttons and it'll autocorrect to face the right way. Like, fuck autocorrect, man. I hate autocorrect. You know, that's one thing they actually, they did that. You know, surprisingly, they fixed that in DBZ, I heard, in the latest patch. There's no more autocorrect anymore. I'm like, hallelujah, holy shit, they actually put something in the game I actually approve of. They actually got rid of autocorrect. I was like, holy shit, thank God. Like, fuck them potato players that fucking, you know, it's like, and it just does the work for you. Like, thank God, now you get, thank you. I was like, holy shit, something smart that DBZ did that I like. Now it's like, oh, cool, you button mash? You're gonna fucking eat it now. I'm glad that it doesn't reward people for, like, button mashing like that. That's so fucking stupid. So yeah, I agree with that. That's a beautiful change in that game. Even I don't like DBC, but I will say I like that change. But yeah, autocorrect, fuck autocorrect. DNF Duel has autocorrect. DNF Duel, you know another thing I don't like about DNF Duel? Auto-teching. I hate auto-teching. Everything is auto-tech. I'm like, I don't want to auto-tech. Like, the game, like, it almost feels like, it's like, I don't know, I'm trying to figure a way to word it. Like, I don't know why people don't like teching in games. Like, what's wrong with teching? There's nothing wrong with tech games. I like tech games. Like, when somebody pressures you and you have to tech at the right moment to throw their timing off or to get out of a setup, you know, and sometimes people like to just eat it because when they eat it, they're like, okay, he's still taking the combo. Like, why is he not teching? I like that because there's mind games inside the combo. Because what if I tech at the moment you think I'm vulnerable and I'm not? And then I get out of it and I'm like, okay, now I'm going to combo you because you fucking get strong. Yeah, let me do it myself. Like, why does the game do it for me? I hate that automatic shit. Like, let me do it. I think it's more satisfying doing it yourself and being able to throw off timing. It's like delayed wake up. There's no delayed wake up in that game. There's none. It's like, why can't someone knock me on the floor and I kind of just sit there to throw off their wake up timing? You know, they know I'm not going to get up. Like, okay, he didn't get up. Like, okay, what's he doing? It throws people's timing off, and people are like, I don't like that. I can't control the match. I'm like, well, fuck you. It's like, that's just part of the game, man. You gotta learn. So it's like little factors like that kind of like, you know, takes away from the control factor. I don't like that. Like, give me more control, not less control. Another thing that pisses me off about DNF Duel, I just meant I was gonna just say it earlier. Hold on, there was another mechanic I don't like. Oh yeah, there are no overheads, none. Like, you have a pressure fighting game that has no overheads. Like, what the fuck? Everything can be duck blocked on ground. So guess what? There's no overhead mix-ups. Jumping is the only way to overhead. That's the only way. There are no standing overheads. It makes no fucking sense. Like, God. Like, it's just the more you see them take away things, and I'm like, why are you taking that shit away? Like, it's fun having overhead into conversion cancel combos. You know, like, oh shit, I did a setup and got you into overhead. Oh, I guessed right. Boom, fucking conversion cancel. Now I'm going to do a combo. Like, you know, stuff like that. It's like kind of, or you overhead to fake somebody out to throw them. Like, you conversion cancel into throw. Like kind of like doing yellow cancels in Guilty Gear and then grabbing somebody. Like, you know, I'm going to overhead, conversion cancel, grab. You know, you thought I was going to overhead, but now I grabbed you. I like those kind of mind games. Those are interesting. It makes the opponent think more. But you take away those options, it's like, what's the point? It's like you start to notice things like that, how flawed the game is in so many ways. It's like I've named so many things wrong with this game, and I know people would probably agree with me. But yeah, there's things in the game that definitely need. Also, I don't like the fact that there's only one super. I don't like the fact that there's no EX moves. There's no multiple supers. There's like the moves feel lacking. Like they really feel lacking. The kits don't feel very. They feel so limited. They're almost like Grand Blue. Grand Blue, at least has EX moves. I think. It has like two supers. I mean, Grand Blue has more moves in this game. This game feels better to like hit buttons, but I don't like how limited the tool sets are. Because it's literally everybody has three special moves and one super. That's everybody. I'm like, well, that's kind of lame. I want to do like EX moves or like another super level, like the level one super, level enhanced super. Like, there's none of that. I'm like, that's kind of lame. It's like the variety is not very good. So I'd like to see more. Like, I like the foundation of the game, but even though it has a lot of problems, if they can build on it and fix those problems, the game could be so much better. Yeah, but at the same time, it kind of limits the game. It gets limiting. I don't think you're going to see a lot of growth potential in the game, sadly. You're gonna see things. People are gonna hit the ceiling really fast in this game. I think by the next 3 months, everybody's gonna be ceiling now, and the game's gonna start to get boring. Because then it's just who does touch up death better. That's basically what it is. It's gonna be like who does touch up death better. Everybody's gonna be like doing touch of death on everybody. The whole game is going to be a touch of death fest, and there's no way to deal with it other than who gets the touch of death first. That's basically what it comes. It becomes like Marvel, but I think in a sense worse. At least Marvel, I think, has more options than this game. I know it's the same people that made Marvel 3. But I think it needs more mechanics. I think the game's lacking in mechanics really bad. And that's, I think, going to hurt the game in the long run a lot. I think people are going to get bored of the game because they're going to realize, like, oh, outside of this, there's not too much to do. Like, not in the sense of, like, Strive boring, but I think it's because of there's no options to deal with shit. That's what I don't like. Because it becomes, again, who's better at doing the 100% combo. That's all it becomes. Whereas Strive is just boring because the way it plays is just, it doesn't feel like a Guilty Gear game. But yeah, I'm pretty much done with the DNF Duel for now. I put it away. I'm not gonna play it anymore. I play it. I'm not very happy when I play. It kind of sad. Like I had a lot of hope into it, but I realized they didn't change anything from the last beta. Like wow, they literally just didn't do shit. I was like, well, I should not. What do I expect? Why should I expect any less? Yeah, but Naga also is boring too because he just trucks everybody with 100% combos. I just don't like the damage in Strive. I don't like the pacing in Strive. I don't like the option select in Strive. It's just like I said. The only good mechanic in Strive is Roman cancel. Everything else is garbage. Everything else in Strive is garbage. Blocking is garbage. Shielding is garbage. Instant block is garbage. It doesn't have instant kills. I hate the wall mechanic. How limited it is. It's just like there's. I don't like the fact that gravity is such a problem in that game where combos don't last very long. It just feels like a footsie Street Fighter game, and I don't like that. It feels like Street Fighter. I'm sorry. When you play Strive, it feels like Street Fighter Strive. That's what it feels like. It's just Street Fighter Strive with high damage and the occasional Roman cancel. That's basically what it is. Play period. That's what Strive is. A lot of people make fun of it. You ever say they call it Street Fighter? I mean, a lot of people do. They call it like Street Gear or whatever they call it. I'm like, yep, that's exactly what it is. That's truth. So I don't play it. I already uninstalled the game. I deleted. I also deleted all my uploads on my channel. I am not even gonna upload any more music for it. I'm not even gonna make wallpapers for it anymore. That's how much I've turned my back on Guilty Gear. I'm literally so pissed at Guilty Gear right now. I don't even love it anymore. It's like, dude, I'm so appalled by what that game has become. And it just, like, fuck this game. Fuck this game into the ground. I hope it rots in hell. I hope it fails. That's how much I want to see Strive die. Like, I want to see Strive just completely fail. It's like, you know what? I'd be happy if they never made another Guilty Gear game, because if this is what Guilty Gear's future is, it's going to be just all Strives. I don't want anything to do with it. I hope it doesn't exist. I'm like, I'd rather it not exist. Like, that's how much I don't like Strive. I literally think it's caused the downfall of the series. It's an awful game. It is an awful game, not made for Guilty Gear fans. I kind of stopped playing Skullgirls. Skullgirls for me, it's Marvel. I can respect it though. Yeah, you really think he ain't gonna do it, man? He's too busy making a cash cow on Strive. You really think he gives a shit about Zerd anymore? He's done with Zerd. Zerd's done, man. Zerd, I don't think is ever coming back. I'd be shocked if they put rollback on Zerd. I don't even think they're gonna do it. Because they're too busy focusing on Strive. They're already focusing on the second season. They're already planning for the third season. But I'll be honest, I'm not impressed with the season changes either. Like, I looked at the season changes for Strive, like season 2. I was like, golf clap season changes. Like, ooh, you put fucking dash cancel for every character except Potemkin and Nago. Ooh, you mean, such a game changer. Let's just give the mechanic that May has to everybody else because we can't think of anything else to do to fix the game. Like, when I saw that, I was just laughing. I was like, that's your change? That is what you... Oh, boy. Let's just homogenize the characters even more. That's another... that other change? When jab or kick counter hits, it causes slowdown? And I'm thinking to myself, you mean the thing that should have existed since the beginning of the game? Yeah, golf clap. Like, those are your gameplay changes? Oh my god, it's gonna change the face of the... Bullshit. When I saw that, I said, bullshit. I said, these are fucking garbage-ass changes. That's exactly... I called him out on that crap. I said, this is garbage. So, yeah. When I saw that, I was like, dude, Guilty Gear Strive's dead. That game is fucking... I have no faith in that game. I have none. I literally have no faith in that game. That game is going to keep going down the rabbit hole it's going down. It's going to keep doubling down on stupid shit and just keep making characters. That's all it's going to do. Sorry, it looks like garbage. That's sinking. That ship is sinking hard, man. The only fighting game that I care about right now, well, there's two fighting games. Obviously, I care about Rollback and Persona. Rollback Persona, that's fun. That game's actually fun to play, even though it's Kusage as fuck. That game is actually pretty fun to play. And a lot of mechanics. This game right here, Chaos Code Next. That, I think, is going to be the real anime fighter. Yeah, they showed new footage of it 2 months ago. There's a new build of it. There was a demo that they showed at a Japanese convention. Like a Japanese tournament. And they were showing off the build. And I was like, it looked amazing. I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, this looks fucking cool. Like, I want to play it. It's like, this to me is like the pure anime fighter. Like, this is a fighter that I don't feel is going to compromise anything. It's going to be like, no, this is Chaos Code. This is Chaos Code, and we're improving it even more. They're not dumbing anything down. They're keeping the mechanics mostly the same, but they're adding on to it, which is awesome. I'm so happy. I'm like, good. Don't fuck it up. Like that's what a lot of new companies, they fuck it up. Oh, let's try this new dumbed down thing and everybody's gonna love it. Not. Yeah, like I put it up a video on my channel. Like, there's a. I could show you. Might as well show you. You want to see it? I'll show it to you. It's on my channel. Let me get it. Hold on. I was like viewing it. Yeah, this one. I had a lot of people watching too. It definitely needs more mechanics. It's a good base. I just think that there needs to be more mechanics. Yeah, I posted it on here. Yeah, I like it. It's fun. This game is like gonna be hype as fuck, dude. Like this is gonna legit bring me back. I think I'm so happy about this game. Yeah, I like the fact that they're not dumbing the game down. They're keeping it true. Yeah, it looks good, man. Yeah, it looks really good. I'm really excited about this game. This is going to be my big anime fighter. Alright, Kagari looks so sexy. I'm guessing this is Lupinus' stage. It looks like it. Yeah, like I said, it looks fun. It looks really fun. Yeah, fucking Kagari looks sexy as shit, dude. She looks fucking goddamn, she looks hot. I like Kagari's redesign. She's such a different character now. Yeah, it looks like it's a solid game. I think I'm really gonna enjoy playing this. I like the first one so much. Like, it's just nice to see a pure anime fighter like this. Where it's like something that's really deep, has a lot to offer, isn't dumbed down, isn't following trends, it's just staying true to the core gameplay, but at the same time building on it. No, Kagari's voice is not done yet. She's using Rui's voice as a so yeah, but yeah, I highly recommend keeping an eye on this game. Like I'm gonna be playing this day one whenever it comes out. I'm hoping it comes to Steam. Fobia.
面白いと思いますよ。ただ SKD が何も考えずに難しいだけのキャラを作ってるとは思えないですし、多分こうものすごいコンボルートとかがありそうだなって感じがします。ちょっとね、原作のかかり使いの人は。One thing I liked about that they changed in this game, they made the cancel move its own bar now. It's not shared with your super meter, which it adds a lot more gameplay depth because now you have more options from it. Before you had to use your super meter to cancel, but now it's its own bar, and I'm like, okay, I like that a lot. I said that's going to be a very interesting change for the gameplay and add more depth. I know that for a fact. So, just keep an eye on, man. This game's gonna be hype as shit when it comes out. I also like the fact that it has proper 16 by 9 now. It's a full screen game now. It's not, the previous game was 4 by 3. This is full 16 by 9. So that's another thing. That changes the gameplay because now the field is bigger. So now that's going to create some more interesting matchups and setups. So because the other game, like I said, is 4 by 3, so the screen's a lot smaller. So you're a lot tighter in. That changes the dynamic a lot. They put like new animations on the spin. So, but yeah, like I said, the table. Check it out. Oh, that's new. Cash register. I think the funniest move they had in this game was
was Rui's move. I don't know if I can find it. That shit was so funny. I laughed when I saw that shit. I was laughing. I was like, that's so fucking funny. You'll get the reference when you see it. Let me see if I can find it. The new character also is really cool. I love Go. Go is awesome. He's one of the coolest characters. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. God. 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 I can find it. She really does it. It's hilarious. I'm just like, why does she have that? Trying to see if she does the input. Let's see if she does it. Yeah, I think she's doing it right there. She's gonna do it. Right here.
Yeah, she's gonna shoot demon grab. Yeah.
Oh, that's why I laughed. I was like, yes, she has that move. She's got the demon grab. Oh my god. And then awesome, dude. That's hilarious. Okay, no problem. What's up, Vic? How you doing? Yeah, trust me, I was super happy when I saw it. I laughed. I was like, yes, she has fucking demon grab. Hell Shingoku Satsu, dude. Yeah, it reminded me of King of Fighters 2001, was it? 2000, when Yuri had it. Yuri had the Shingoku Satsu as a move. That's what it reminded me of. It was just like total just parody of that move. Obviously, she does like a fan service type demon grab. She does like a picture pose and like a suplex. It's like really funny. But I thought that was fun. I thought that was cute. I was like, okay, I like Rui. She has a move that's just really funny. Yeah, they added a lot of stuff to the game. New animations. There's new combo routes. Like I said, the cancel thing has been enhanced. So it just feels like a more up-to-date Chaos Code. It just feels like this is the definitive Chaos Code. Like I like New Sign of Catastrophe a lot, but this game feels like it's even better. Like it's like 1.5. Like it's not quite a sequel, but it feels like it's new enough where it feels like a different game. And then they're adding 4 new characters. We've only seen 2 of them. Kagari had a redesign. The ninja chick, she's completely new. They had Go, which is the Super Sentai guy. He's basically like a goofy Bang Shishigami. He's like, imagine Bang Shishigami if he was Sentai. Super Sentai. Like, so he's like Kamen Rider, but he's fat. So he's hilarious. I like him. He's fucking hilarious. He's one of the funniest characters I've seen in fighting games in a long time. And then they're adding like 2 other characters. I don't think they've been shown. I've heard somebody like talking about them. I guess some of the conceptual design. But yeah, it's gonna have a decent sized roster. Yeah, I am too. I'm really happy that the developer is coming through. I've been trying to bug him, man. I'd be like, dude, man, can you share more info, man? Do you have like a release date? Do you have a tentative release date? Do you have a platform? Like, is it gonna have rollback? You're like, give it to me, please. Like, tell me. I want to know. Like, I've been asking him, but he tells me I don't have any info. Sorry, dude. I'm like, dude, you're killing me, man. You're killing me with the suspense, dude. Like, I want to know. Like, I'm here. Like, take my fucking money, man. I'm there, man. It's fucking, I'm there. Like, take my money, man. Swear to God, dude. Take it, man. Just take my money. I'd be the happiest. I'd be a pig in shit. I really would be. I would be such a pig in shit. So. But you know what? You know what, though? sadly, I'm gonna say this comment: if this game came out, even with rollback and all that, I don't think anybody's gonna play it. It's gonna be such a small group of people. I mean, for God's sakes, like hardly anybody did any coverage of it. Like I look at like online, if you see like Chaos Code news, like maybe 1,000, 2,000 people, like viewership. It's like really sad. Like a game like this that I think deserves much more praise than it gets. And these are the games that nobody pays attention to. Like nobody cares about it. Like they look at this game, oh, this game's whack. Oh, it's not popular, so I don't want to play it. So I could see this game just coming out and nobody cares about it. Except like people like me. You're gonna be like, I'm gonna be one of the only people streaming it, and nobody else is gonna care about it. Even though you could have stellar netcode and fucking amazing gameplay, I don't think people are gonna play it. Because they're gonna look at it and go, I'd rather play Strive. I'd rather play DNF Duel. Or I'd rather play, DBZ. This game looks whack. Oh, the graphics aren't pretty enough. Like, I'm like, dude, this game is pretty hype. I don't see why you wouldn't like it. Especially if you're looking for like a true anime fighter. This is as true as it gets. But I'm hoping we'll see what happens. I'm gonna support it. This is my game. This is the game I'm gonna back up this horse, man. I just hope the guy puts more information out. I want to get the artwork. I'd be like, dude, can you give me the artwork for this game? I want to make wallpapers for you. I want to make wallpapers for this game because I love the art. It looks so clean. Like, I love a lot of the new character art. It's like, oh my god, give me this artwork, man. Fuck yeah, dude. I want someone to, like, to rip this. So give me the artwork. I'm gonna message him on Twitter. See if it's like, hey man, I know I'm bugging you again, but man, you got juicy artwork. Like, oh man, I'd love to make wallpapers for you. Like, please, pretty please. Like, I'll be your best friend. Yeah, this is the kind of excitement levels I want in fighting games. It's like this. Give me this. So, I miss these excitement levels. Like, DNF Duel was a little bit in the game, but then I started seeing, better not get blocked. I don't know. Please don't block me. I'm a big fan. And he hardly has any attention. That's the thing. You look at his, like, posts and stuff, and, like, no one follows him. Like, he's so low-key. Like, nobody really pays attention to FK Digital. So, I'm, like, one of those guys that I like FK Digital. I just think they're kind of, like, there's that little indie company that makes those, the cool little fighting games, and it's like, man, like, these are the guys you need to see on the center stage, man. Like, people want shit like this, dude. This is hype. Because when you see people play these games, like, it's hype to watch. Because the shit they do in the game is, like, fucking bananas crazy. Like, the combos are just all over the place, which I like. It's like Marvel level of combos, but it's really interesting to watch because it takes a high degree of skill to do. It doesn't feel like it's just brain potato dead like DNF Duel is. So, yeah, there's a sense of appreciation for that. I think that's missing in current fighting games. We've shrunk the gap so much with current fighters that it's hard to tell a good player from a bad player. Like, they're so close to each other that, where a game like this really shows the difference. Like, it's just like, when someone plays you that knows what they're doing, as opposed to somebody that doesn't know what they're doing, it is noticeable as hell. Like, when someone's good at this game, they're going to spank you. Whereas opposed to somebody that's not a DNF Duel, you can be totally bad at the game and beat people. There's people that are bad at the game that play in tournaments, and they actually get pretty far. And it's just like, that's called carrying, man. I don't want to be carried. I kind of miss the gap more. I don't like the gap being so non-existent now. It defeats the purpose of competition. Like, you want to be better. And I feel like, well, shrinking the gap doesn't make you better. That just means less hurdles you have to jump over. That's, to me, part of being good at a fighting game is jumping over hurdles. So just because you have less hurdles doesn't mean you're better at it. Yeah, like I see high level players. It doesn't really look that interesting, sadly, with a lot of games. You don't see the gap much. It doesn't look very interesting. The game is not interesting to watch because everything you see at low level or mid level, you see at high level. So it's just maybe the execution's a little better, maybe, but it doesn't look too different. So it's like, oh, well, it just made the barrier easier. So it kind of just, yeah, because everyone is doing it. That's the thing. Everybody is doing it. So that tells me things have gotten too easy. We've gotten too we've been so spoon fed with current fighting games that you've literally killing the skill gap. You are destroying it. Just because I'm sorry to say, but just because we don't want to hurt people's feelings. Because people get mad when they can't beat people easily. Like, I see people that play like potatoes all the time, and they act like they're gods at the game. They literally just spam one thing, and they just do one combo, and they place high, they have high percentage win rates, and they really believe that they're a god at the game. And it's like, you are a one-trick pony. But the problem is the game rewards you for it. So that's why you have this false perception that you're so good at the game. And I'm like, okay, what's the point? You know, it's like it almost insults me as a player because it's like, well, what's the point of me trying? I don't want to try because there's no point in trying. There's nothing to aim for because look how easy it is to get to the top. There's no gap. It's like, oh, we're already at the top of the mountain. Yay, golf clap. That's what it feels like to me. And the fact that we have, people playing competitively to be the best at it, I'm just like, doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean shit. So you can see where my passion. I'm not a fan of that game. You want to know why I don't like them fighting swords? Because I played it before, years ago, and I liked it better when it was more like Forbidden Fruit. Like I liked them fighting herds when it was My Little Pony fighting its magic. Because that's all it is. It's a reskinned, legalized version, bootleg version of My Little Pony fighting its magic. I played Fighting is Magic before, and I was like, that's a labor of love. Because, not only I'm a fan of the show, but I liked how much love and care was put into detail in the game. It actually plays really well. And I'm just like, oh, and then I just see this bootleg version of the same game. I've played this already. I've already played this, so it actually had, in some cases, I think less moves in that game. So I was like, oh, that's kind of lame. I know they did the cinematic supers. That was a cool update recently from 3.0, I think. That was actually pretty cool. Yeah, I was super into that game back in the day. I was really happy about it. I was like, oh man, this looks so cool. I used to stream it. And I was like, this game's so cool. Like, I missed this game. And then I just saw it come out like, it just feels like it just feels like a bootleg game. And I've played the OG. It just doesn't have the passion and level of love that the original had. It just feels like, again, it just feels like a reskin version of the same game. And it's like, I've already played it. It's nothing different. It's just, you have, instead of fucking, you have Applejack, you have that cowgirl. And instead of, I don't know the names of the characters, you got Pinkie Pie, and it's like whatever that sheep character is, or the llama character. And then you got Rainbow Dash, and you got that dragon character. I'm like, it's the same fucking moves. So it doesn't feel very impressive to me. It just feels like, yawn, I've seen this game before. So I kind of just didn't care about it. Because, again, I played it. I've already played it. I played it 3-4 years ago before that game was even a thing. So it's nothing interesting to me. So I wish they could have got the MLP license. That would have been pretty sweet. But I knew it wasn't going to happen. Well, I guess what was her name? Lauren Faust? The creator, the one that did the... She was like one of the producers or whatever on the My Little Pony series. You know, even though she's not part of them anymore, I don't think. But it's the guy that they helped them make the game, but it just feels like a part of the soul is missing, you know? That's like, you know what it felt like? It felt like playing, I don't know if this is a great example, but this is how I felt with, we know where the game came from. It's like, it's My Little Pony. Don't try to sugarcoat it. It's My Little Pony. But that's what kind of made it cool. It was My Little Pony put into a way that wouldn't happen. And I kind of like that taboo about it. That's what makes it kind of cool. It's like, oh man, you know these characters will never fight each other like this. It's like, no way. My Little Pony's, you know, not a violent show like that. It's like where they hurt each other. You know, not like, you know, like the way they do it. Obviously they fight villains and stuff, but it's contradictory to the message of the game, which is why I kind of like it. But it felt like, you want to know a perfect example of a game that it felt like it was just living in another game's shadow? Third Strike, as opposed to that one game that was a Third Strike, in my opinion, a Third Strike clone. It was trying so hard to be Third Strike. Yatagarasu. Yatagarasu is Street Fighter 3 in sheep's clothing. It is a game that tries so hard to be Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. So hard. And failed miserably. It's like, why would people play this shit when they can play Third Strike? You're doing the same exact game, using the same concept and kind of play style and visual style. And it's like, it's bootleg. Was it Chotty or whatever his name? He's basically Hugo. He plays just like Hugo. Hugo and like Zangief. It's like, oh, it just feels like I hate when a game tries so hard to be another game, but they literally just do the most minimal job and let's just change the characters, but let's make them exactly the same. Another game that does that is Rising Thunder. Rising Thunder was another one. Rising Thunder was just Street Fighter 2 Turbo. It was just with robots. It literally it was trying to be Street Fighter 2. Really hard. Really hard. You can tell it was like, oh, I'm Street Fighter. You know, you like us because we play like Street Fighter. It has everything you like about Street Fighter in this game. It's like, yawn? Here's another example. That one game. I'm trying to think, hold on. Let me get, I know there's more examples like that are just pale imitations to games that existed before, where you can tell it's just shameless cash grabs. I personally think that one game, what is that one free-to-play game that has simplified inputs? Fantasy Strike? Oh, God, another Street Fighter clone, but it's even easier Street Fighter. It's Street Fighter 2, but even easier. And we have all these generic characters. Look, we got the Kung Fu Panda guy. It's like, oh my god. Like, it just feels like, it's like, fuck, man. You look at that shit and you're just like, does anybody try anymore? Like, nobody's trying, man. Nobody tries. Trying to think of another. There's a couple other games that did the same thing recently, and I'm just shaking my head going, what a joke. I was like, wow. Oh, here's another one. I don't care what anybody says. Fucking Nickelodeon All-Stars. Man, can you say I want to be Smash Brothers so hard. That game was trying so hard to steal Smash Brothers Thunder. Like oh yeah, we got this, bitches. Yeah, we're gonna own it, bitch. We're gonna take over the fucking Smash community with this game. Fucking crash and burn, man. That thing died so fast. I just laughed. I was like, what a joke. Like, this game is shit. As much as I love the Nickelodeon characters, and I'm a big Ren and Stimpy fan, but that shit just looked fucking horrible. It was like, look, it's Melee. You love Melee, right? So we're gonna make this game look like Melee. It is. It's fucking Melee. I think Melee's better. I'd rather play Melee than that shit. Hell, at least, the superhero game with with all the DC characters, Shaggy and all those characters from that universe, Hanna-Barbera or whatever, Bugs Bunny and stuff, something versus, what I'm talking about, the new one that came out. At least I had the decency to have fucking voice acting. And then you saw they happened to with the Nickelodeon All Stars. Oh, we're putting voice acting in. Oh no, you think I should have had it? I laughed at that. I was like, oh, you guys got called out on your shit because Multiverses is a free-to-play game had fucking voice acting in it, and yours didn't. Like, can you talk about cheap? Yeah, that was awful. Like, Jesus, that just made the game look cheap. But yeah, the game is not that fun. You like watch it. It's just basic bitch fest game. Like, at least Smash Brothers is more interesting to watch than that shit. It's just when I watch Nickelodeon All Stars, I'm like, this is just Smash Melee, but even less. It's just a shameless cash grab. It's trying so hard to be that game, living in its shadow. Like, you could tell there was no thought put into that. They were just like, let's just make the same game that Smash Brothers did with these characters. That's all they did. And then same thing with Multiverses. I'm sorry to say, it's the same shit. Capitalizing on that crap. It's just like, hey, look, it's more of the fucking same. That's what I feel like when I see these games. I'm like, yawn, yawn. So, yeah, that's kind of fucked up. They fucked the devs like that. Yeah, fuck Nickelodeon, man, for doing that. They're assholes. Yeah, dude. I'm serious. I'm serious. You see that crap, and it jades me. Like, you look at those games, and you're just like, these games suck. Why? You ever notice why I'm playing fighting games so little now? And can you blame me? Can you honestly blame me? There's no heart in these games, man. There's nothing that makes these games special. It makes it where you get hype about that shit. I want to get hype. This isn't hype, man. This is boring, man. This is garbage. This is cash grab central. Like, what happened to the good old days, man? Making the fucking good games, man. Like, they exist. It's just there's so few of them now. Especially with fighting games, man. Fighting games, Jesus God, they've gone downhill. I think fighting games are in the worst state they've ever been in their entire life. It's to the point where I don't even care what comes out. That's how much I don't care about fighting games. Like, the only fighting game I'm having faith in this game, because I think this game's going to deliver. This game is actually going to bring me back to where I'm like, man, I feel like I'm playing Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2 Levels of Love. Where I actually want to get good at the game. I want to play it. I actually want to play people. I want to learn. I feel accomplished when I do it. That's the thing. I actually feel a degree of accomplishment. Whereas the other games nowadays, I don't feel any of that. I feel like me unga hit button, me fucking good. That's what it feels like. So much gorilla now. Games are so gorilla now. It's unbelievable. Yeah, dude. I mean, if you enjoy DNF Duel, that's cool, man. I wish I could enjoy it as much as you are. but I'm just not. I'm really not enjoying that game at all. I just feel I feel empty when I play it. I really do. It was all right in the beginning for a little bit, but man, that honeymoon did not last very long. I had a lot more faith in it, but at the same time, I was trying to be more positive and thinking, oh, they're gonna improve the game and add stuff to it. Nope, that's me fucking being trying to be optimistic when I should have just been more pessimistic like usual. Better to be more pessimistic and disappointed than actually try to be positive and look forward to something when we know it's not going to deliver. So I'll come back probably in the end of when season 2 comes out. Maybe by then they might fix it, but I'm not gonna hope on it. I mean, the same. Look at Melty Blood. That's another game I had a lot of hopes for, and they fucked it up because of dumb choices. Like I still think Melty Blood can be saved, but are they gonna save it? That's the thing. Melty Blood was high on my list for a while. Like I enjoyed Melty Blood until I started seeing the high level play bullshit. I was like, I don't like this game anymore. Like I miss this game. I do. I miss it. This game was fun. But at the same time, I don't like the choices they made in this game. Supposedly, there are going to be major gameplay changes in Season 2. They said that in the patch notes. They said major. I'm like, we'll see what you mean by major. Because if it's going to be like when you say that with Strive, which is like, oh, that was so like typical like hype talk that didn't deliver. You know, it's like, oh yeah, the game is gonna be completely changed. It's gonna play like real Guilty Gear. No, it's not. Shut up. So that's what I said. When I saw that shit, I go lies. All fucking lies. Blasphemer. Sinners. But anywho's. And this is why I play games like Genshin Impact instead. Even though Genshin's getting kind of boring because the updates take way too long in this game. That's one thing I do not like about Genshin. Oh, update. Genshin takes way too long to update. And it really tests my patience. Like, it's like, oh god, when are you going to put some good content in this game? It's like, I'm starving over here, man, and you don't deliver. I hate Mihoyo. I think Mihoyo drags out this game so bad. And it's just like, oh, you fucking... I hate you guys. I hate you guys so much sometimes. You guys are just milking this game so slow. And it's like... And it makes me not want to play. You know, and I like this game. I think this game's made with a lot of love. But at the same time, it's like... The devs obviously, I mean, or the company is very greedy. And it's like, oh yeah, we're going to put the most minimal effort in just because we can. Because we know you guys will give us money. Because, you know, we're greedy. Give us money, people. Give me lots of money. We need your money. Unfortunate. Really a shame. But anywho, how are you doing, else comic? You can see I'm not the happiest camper. I've been irritated as hell. But I will say, fucking awesome times are coming in September, man. September looking pretty hype. Not fighting games, but there are some good games coming out in September that I really want to play. I'm like, oh yes, September is looking hype as fuck for me. Can't wait, man. Got two big games coming out in September. I'm so excited to play. Like, yes, yes, give it to me. Give it to me, man. Hype levels are intense. Yeah, Freedom Planet 2, man, and Little Witch Nobita. Two of my biggest game of the year. I'm looking forward to. Those games I have a lot of hope for because I got a taste of both of them and I loved it. I was like, oh yes, give it to me. I want to see this masterpiece in my hands and just enjoy the shit out of it. Like showing it off like this is what a good game is. This is what this is what deserves to be in the spotlight. This is what deserves to be an amazing game. Not the shit we have now. Not all this garbage we have now. Also, I'm gonna play this weekend. I'm gonna play that new Spider Swords game. Didn't realize that was coming out next week. I was like, oh shit, Spider Swords. I'm happy I'm gonna be playing this. It's a game by WayForward. It's basically Contra with like Saturday morning cartoon uh, characters. Looks really fun. I was like, oh shit, this looks awesome. This looks like it'd be a lot of fun to play. I'll be checking this out. I'm glad this is coming to Steam finally. I'm gonna pick this up. I like WayForward. WayForward's cool. WayForward's like to me like the new Capcom of the new old school Capcom. Like they make all the cool little platformer games and shit like Capcom used to do back in the day. So I kind of appreciate this company preserving that kind of like a legacy. Making quality games look really good and fun gameplay. So, looking forward to that. I'll play this. It'll be fun to play. Hope it's not stupid expensive. I was up it's like $20. So, I'll be playing this on Friday. It comes out Thursday. So yeah, I'll be playing Friday. I'll stream it on either Thursday night when I get off work or Friday. I'll stream it one of the days. One of those two. So that's about it, dude. I mean, like I said, this and this comes out in 2 weeks also. I'm glad this is finally getting updated, this game. You remember this game? I'm glad this is finally coming to Steam and finally getting a proper remaster. So I'm happy this game is getting love. If you remember this game. I'm not sure if you've ever seen me play it. Basically Toho-vania. It's Castlevania meets Toho. Probably one of the best Toho games I've ever played. It's a very fun game. Made with a lot of love. So if you like Castlevania, you love Toho, enjoy the best of both worlds. Yeah, it's so fucking cool. Because it reminds us like, oh shit, it's Symphony of the Night with Toho characters. I'm like, yes, like give it to me. I was like, that sounds, it's so fun. I played this game, I beat this game probably like 6 times. It's really fucking good. Yeah, trust me, it's made with love, man. This game is 2009, dude. This came out like 13 years ago. It's a beautiful game. The artwork is kick fucking ass. I was like, yes. I love the artist. It's like, dude, I forgot the name of the dude that did it, but man, what chef's kiss, dude. Chef's kiss. Some of the best Toho artwork I've ever seen. Yeah, it's if you like Castlevania Symphony of the Night, you'll love it. You're gonna feel right at home. And there's two games. There's a sequel to this one. I like the sequel more, but I'm hoping this one does well, so we get the sequel to be ported to Steam too, properly HD remaster. So yeah, I'm definitely happy this is coming. I'm definitely supporting this game. It's one of my absolute favorite Toho games of all time. So yeah, well now you know it exists. Yes, hype as fuck. Hype train, hype train. Yeah, aside that, like I said, there's a few games here and there that are coming out. What was it? Is it? Of course, this one. I gotta have this one, dude. This game, dude. Oh god, I can't wait for this game. I'm like finally the final chapter in the Momodora series. Oh my god, I'm so fucking excited. When I saw the trailer for this, I started squealing so hard. I was like, yes, Momodora's coming back after after so many years. So I'm glad it's finally getting its final game. I want to see it end the climax, dude. Yeah, this is another Castlevania type game. But yeah, I love the one before it, uh, Reverie in the Moonlight. So if you like Castlevania, there's another great game. Yeah, this one, Momodora Reverie Under the Moonlight. It's an amazing game. So fucking good. Really, really fun game. Put a lot of hours into this. I played it a couple times, like beat it twice, and I think I beat it another time outside of Steam. Beat it like 3 times. Yeah, this game is awesome. Very much made a lot of love. So I'm looking forward to that one too. Yeah, like I said, there's some good shit coming out. It's just, just unfortunately it's not fighting games. I want it to be fighting games, man. I want to like enjoy the games like Nitro Plus, Million Arthur, games like that to come back. Like I want those, man. Give me those games. Give me games like that level. I miss those. I miss those games so much. So I'm hoping we get new shit that's more interesting. I'm just not too thrilled with fighting games as a whole right now. I'm really not. I'm really uh, torn apart by it right now. So, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm just gonna play this for the rest of the night and go to sleep. And I won't probably be on until Friday, like I said, to play Spider Source. I'm just getting ready for the update on Genshin, which is gonna hit on on Tuesday. Come on, stop being so slow. Yeah, internet's being slow right now. It's probably gonna be really laggy. If it's really laggy, I'm gonna have to come back later. Yeah, but noticing the internet's going slow right now, like it's going really slow. My ping is really high. It's awful right now. Jesus. It's up to 900 ping. Holy shit, that's bad. Yeah, I can't play this. This is bad. I'm gonna have to come back later. The ping is just way too high. Yeah, my internet's running really bad right now. My ping is normally like 90 to 120. It should not be that high. 400 plus is ridiculous. Bad ping. Oh well, I'm gonna have to stop streaming right now. The internet's just running really bad right now. Can't really do much about that. Oh well, shorter stream than I thought I was gonna have. There must be interference somewhere, because it's just running slow as a snail. Yeah, I'll have to come back in a few hours. Maybe it'll fix by then. I'm gonna look at the speed codes right now. Yeah, everything's loading really slow. This ping's bad. Yeah, there's something going on right now. It shouldn't be running this slow. My speed's like going only 40% of what it should go. That upload, holy shit. Upload is fucking bad right now. Yeah, I don't have any upload. That's why it's running so bad. Yeah, the upload is just... Holy shit, the upload's bad. Barely has any bandwidth. Yeah, there's something going on right now. So, yeah, this is really bad. Oh well. Alright guys, so I'm gonna take a small break. I'm gonna come back in like a couple hours. So I'll do Genshin for the rest of the night. But yeah, I'm just gonna go relax for a little bit. But yeah, the internet right now is running really bad, so I really can't blame you. So yeah, thanks comic. I'll be back on like 2 hours. I'm gonna give it 2 hours and I'll come back. Maybe the internet will run good by then. I'll stream Genshin for the rest of the night. For like 3 hours and go to bed. I gotta get up. I gotta get up tomorrow on some errands and get back to work. So, but good coming by, man. Appreciate you coming by. Thank you. We'll keep in touch. Like I said, hope everything's going good with you, man. You take care, dude. But anywho's, I'll see you guys later. You guys take care. Have a good one.